A very pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Live Jai-Alai in the Magic City on the Jai-Alai Channel. Welcome to this Saturday evening performance. Nighttime is the right time to play Jai-Alai.
Yes, it is.
JR said yes, it is. I'm Stu Nyman. I'm here with Andrew Bleckman, and we're pleased to welcome you to this Saturday evening performance. We have 9 games for you beginning at 8 p.m. In addition to fast and fun Jai-Alai action, each of tonight's games offers win, place, show, quinella, exacta, and trifecta wagering. And if these terms are new to you, we will explain them throughout the course of this evening's performance. We also have a pick 3 wager in Game 4. The high-paying High 5 jackpot begins in Game 3 with its $2,000 guarantee. That was, of course, hit in the matinee, so it has been restocked with a fresh bunch of cash brought to Magic City by Scott Savin himself. He did. I saw him. You don't have to believe it, but it's true. We also have the all-new Mighty Ocho jackpot beginning in Game 1. Online wagering, for those of you who are inclined to place a wager, is available at watchandwager.com, or if you're in Connecticut, mywinners.com. But placing bets is not necessary in order for you to enjoy all that we have in store for you tonight. Now, I don't know that we have anything in store for you, but hopefully the players have something in store for you.
We've always got something in store for the fans.
Well, we do by intent, but sometimes it doesn't translate well to the players. We do not have any scratches in this evening's performance. Once again, this evening's performance is scratch-free. So with that, Andrew, did you have dinner?
Had some dinner. McDonald's.
And I
just had some iced coffee, just a little snack, enough to hold us over here.
And I did Taco Bell. I did Taco Bell myself.
Taco Bell.
Yes, I did.
Went with the hard shell taco?
Yes, I definitely went with. It's funny, since I become an adult, I don't like the soft shell tacos. Don't know why.
Wow. As a kid, you
yeah, exactly. I think I preferred them.
You know, it's funny you say that because I was a huge soft shell guy, and then I mistakenly got half soft and half hard when I got the Taco 12 pack the last time I went to Taco Bell, and thoroughly enjoyed those hard tacos. So we're back into the hard taco game. It's been a while.
Life's mistakes sometimes they do pay off.
Happy accident. That's what they call that.
So we have no scratches. We had some. Today we had a full bag in the matinee as far as yeah. We had a couple early games that some of the play was off, and then all of a sudden the same game it absolutely picked up.
Shifted, yep.
Then we got to the late games, and Douglas, as he would put it, wasn't quite feeling it.
Yeah.
I believe he didn't say that about today's play, but that's what he said in the past. He said, Matt, you doing okay? It's like, I don't know, I'm just not feeling it.
Yeah, not feeling it for him. One win. Yes.
Exactly. So then he said, oh, well, I'm at risk of not winning anything. So, of course, he came out and won a game. Ron having some inspired play. And then also threw that Creature from the Black Lagoon backhand 2-wall 20 feet off the court. So, of course, I may or may not have said something about that out of frustration. But overall, some fantastic play, some great payoffs. How much did I'm not asking for the exact amount. This isn't a test, but the High 5 paid $2,300?
$23.80, $23.90 something. Yeah, just under $2,400 was given away in that first matinee, only matinee here today, afternoon performance, whatever you want to call it, and $2,000 more, as you said, up for grabs here in this performance. And
no scratches, which is a good thing. All the players have been watered and fed.
Plants, photosynthesis, got some sun, they're ready to go.
Exactly. And so with that, we're just looking forward to a wonderful evening of live Jai-Alai here in the Magic City on this warm Saturday evening here in South Florida.
Yes, and as we do before the first game of every performance, we've got that spectacular 7 video that will explain the scoring format for the first 8 games of this 9-game performance here. Take a look.
Spectacular 7 singles games are played with 8 players. Each player wears a different color jersey numbered 1 through 8 on the front. These numbers are traditionally referred to as post numbers. Post numbers are used to signify the order in which the athletes will play in a game. These numbers are also used for betting purposes. Don't be confused by the numbers on the back of our jerseys. Those are just for fun. Each game begins when the player in the post 1 red jersey serves to the player in the post 2 blue jersey. The served ball must land between the 4 and 7 7 lines marked on the court's side wall. If the ball lands between those lines, the serve is good and play continues until one of those 2 players wins that matchup. The player who loses the matchup exits the court and waits for his next turn at the end of the rotation. It's important to note that every game has 2 rounds. The first 7 matchups in a game make up round 1. Each matchup in round 1 is worth 1 point. Round 2 refers to all matchups that take place after the 7th and final matchup of round 1. The number of matchups in round 2 varies from game to game. And in round 2, each matchup is worth 2 points. The first player to earn 7 points wins the game.
And now 3 minutes to go till we get into the first game of this evening performance. And we'll run you down some of the standout performances this week. Although Douglas has been struggling today, started out pretty hot. Still 9 wins for him this week, 3 shows, 51 fantasy points if you're playing along with that fantasy highlight game. And if you're not, be a good time to introduce it. FantasyHighlight.com. Go check it out. You can join that league. It's completely free to join. And we have cash prizes, fun prizes courtesy of Magic City. For the month of August, we giving away Magic City Highlight t-shirts in addition to a $100 cash prize. We had 138 active players for this week. Once we reach the 150 mark, Magic City so graciously upped that prize to $150. And then once we reach 200 players, up it again to 200. So keep joining, keep playing. Player prices are updated every week. There's new contests available every week. So if you don't do well one week, there's always next week to earn and play, and it is free every week, most importantly, free and fun. So join again, that is FantasyHighlight.com. And we talked about Douglas was hot, 9 wins for him. Going down the list here, couple of early game guys filling up the win column. He got Tennessee, 6 wins for him this week. To go along with 2 places and 4 shows, 12 in the money finishes out of his 20 appearances there. 44 fantasy points if you're playing along with that. So a strong performance by Tennessee. And also El Barba there. 5 wins for El Barba. He'll be playing out of post 7 here in this first game. But, you know, a guy that we talk about and a little bit streaky was off, certainly off towards the end of last week, but regrouped and played really well, certainly in the performance a few hours ago. And a guy that we know he has all the skills, pretty good form-wise. A guy that we know is particularly strong.
Who are we talking about again?
El Barba.
Dennis.
Yes.
Dennis Dalton, known as El Barba here in Magic City. Yeah, no. Decent form, just sometimes he's into it, sometimes he's not. Today he was into it.
Certainly into it today.
Great effort, huh? The running? Chasing down the Robote, chasing down Tejada. Good for him.
And that's something you're always going to get here at Magic City. 110% effort. And these guys are ready for a great performance here tonight. And you see those pools already up early. You get that tri-pool up at 1,500 here for Game 1. That's great to see. And that Ocho carrying, not getting much play, but that carryover in the Ocho is approaching the $2,000 minimum. So, slowly but surely, hopefully we'll be over that minimum.
And Scott did say we have some kind of surprise. Now, when he says that, automatically you need to, make sure you got your seatbelt on.
Yeah.
Even if you're not in a moving vehicle, make sure your seatbelt's on, because Jai-Alai left-handed in the dark. With that in mind, I hope I didn't give him any ideas. We're ready to begin. Game number 1, a spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirt of post 1 is Lamonte. Receiving in the blue of post 2 is Diaz.
Are we ready? We're just waiting for the lovely crew of judges to make their way out. Everyone's in place. We're ready to begin Game 1.
Here's the serve. We begin Game 1. Lamonte moves up to make the catch. Catch by Diaz on the left side. Robote, hook to the floor. Point 2. Now receiving in the white shirt of post 3, we have Legend. There's the backhand by Diaz. He gets it up over Legend's head. Legend on the rebote. Diaz sets, makes the catch. There's the 2-all, does not cut out. Point 2. In this next matchup, Diaz will serve to the green shirt of post 4, Tennessee. Over serve. Ball must land between the 4 and 7 line. That went past the 7. This point goes to the 4. In this next matchup, Tennessee will serve to the black shirt of post 5. Here's Fred. Fred took some off of it to keep it away from the overhead screen. Cortada scoring on the second bounce. Point 4. Now receiving in the yellow shirt of post 6, we have Juice. Point 4. This matchup has Tennessee serving to the pink shirt of post 7, El Barba. Catch by Tennessee. Point 4. Tennessee's made 4 straight points. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirt of post 8, Ben. Ball tipped off the serve, point 4. Straight points to a possible game point here for Tennessee. We've completed the first round of play. All matchups are worth 2 points. Lamonte receives. It's a nice backhand by Lamonte. Rebote by Tennessee. Catch by Lamonte. Carom by Lamonte. Just caught the pad. That is point and a perfect game to the green shirt of post 4, Tennessee. 4 wins it, 2 places, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1 will now pair off and play off for 3rd place. 3's first serves, 2, 5. Ball tipped. Point 5. 6 now serves to 7. Low runner to the inside. Great catch by Juice. Good catch by El Barba. Oh my God, that was dangerous. Point 7. 8 serves, 2 posts 1. The winner of this point meets 5 and 7 in the continuing playoff for 3rd place. Catch by Ben. Picada, the big bounce. Lamonte to the inside. Point 8. Five, 7, and 8 will now compete for third place. 5 first serves, 2-7. Point 5. Possible show point for post 5. Here's post 8, Ben. Fred with a good catch on the left side. Powerful backhand. Catch by Ben. Point and a third place finish for post 5, Fred. Unofficial order finish 4-2-5. Your prices will be up in a moment. Results are official. Coming in first, post 4, Tennessee. Taking second, post 2, Diaz. Coming in third, post 5, Fred. 4-2-5 is the official order finish. And we'll have your prices up here in just a moment. Yes, Andrew?
Well, you know what?
I believe that I may have seen a comment somewhere, because obviously we don't refer to the chat, but I believe I saw a comment saying, is this practice? No, the practice was better.
Yeah.
We call it like we see it. You know, that first game was a little on the rough side. That's not taking anything away from Tennessee, who won it. Not taking anything away at all. But no, there was a pretty good practice in between.
I hope, yeah, it was looking good.
Yeah, and then we got into that game, and well, it's like Juice with that left side thing that he threw. It's like he caught it, and it like halfway through decided he didn't want to throw it.
We're not gonna throw it anymore.
Yeah.
Just into the pad.
So there are your prices.
8 more. Yes.
Yes. There's always hope. $2 Quinella 2-4. That's 2-4-4-2, $16. Trifecta. That's first, second, and third place finishing. 4-2-5, 192 even. Up next, Game 2. A spectacular 7. Singles match. Played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Post time for game number 2 is just 7 minutes away. Good luck.
And to get you all up to the start of that second game, for those of you that may be new here, we got a video that will explain in simpler terms how the sport of Jai-Alai here is played. Have a look.
The main rule of Jai-Alai is simple. Players must catch and return the ball in one fluid motion. Sounds easy enough, right? So how do you win? You can win a matchup simply if your opponent overserves, underserves, or serves the ball out of bounds. On the flip side, your opponent wins the matchup if the serve is so good that you fail to catch and return the ball to the front wall. If your opponent fails to catch the ball before it bounces twice on the ground, or if your opponent's cesta makes contact with the ball but doesn't catch it, then, in both of those cases, you win the matchup. You can also win a matchup if the ball bounces around in your opponent's cesta during an attempted catch. This is called juggling, and it's illegal in Jai-Alai. Another way to win a matchup is if your opponent throws the ball and it lands out of bounds on its return from the wall. The overall game strategy for a Jai-Alai player is to make it difficult for an opponent to reach the ball in time or to execute a rebuttal play.
And now 5 minutes away from the second game here on this Saturday evening performance there, hoping get back on track here in this game. And a couple of those guys, I mean, look, Tennessee's been playing great all week. That was his seventh win for Tennessee on the week, and inching closer to that third and final bonus money slot. Tennessee held on to it for a little while. Bueno overtook him, and now Tennessee 2 games behind Bueno. Bueno 47 wins, Tennessee 45 wins, picking up his 45th there in game number 1. And he's got another opportunity here in game 2, and Tennessee has been playing well all day, Stu. Found that 2-all rebote in one of his earlier games. Looked great. And it's interesting the fact that he hasn't thrown it more, just given his background as a pitcher, just being so accurate with the ball. I feel like that's gotta, it's gotta help him, throw these shots a little more, give him a little more confidence to throw.
In the beginning, when we began training, we try to keep the lessons, for lack of a better term, as simple as possible. So
Sure.
CTFB, for those of you who aren't familiar with CTFB, catch the insert your own phrase ball. CTFB
Absolutely.
is 1. 2, throw the ball where your opponent is not. 3, be careful. Now, obviously, no. There's and I forget sometimes that people can see through the back wall. And you saw both JR and I when Juice was winding up on that rebote. It was like, oh my God, because we've been very fortunate.
Yeah.
We have really been fortunate. When we played at North Miami in those first weeks, Ben hit Fred once.
Oh, yeah. We talked about it.
I think we talked about that. That was just the ball came straight out of his cesta and into Fred's back, and it looked like someone had shot Fred. Now, Scott, of course, conveniently, Scott never saw any of that. He just didn't. So when we would look through this back wall and these guys were winging it, and look, these guys Jedden played in the NFL. He doesn't throw the ball soft.
These guys are strong.
Yeah, no, these guys are strong. So especially in the first year when they had very little control over it where it went, next year a little bit more control. We're very concerned about someone hitting someone else. These are things that we look out for. And also, in the announcing too, we've always committed to those of you who have hung in there with us since the beginning that, we're going to be very honest. If there's a game that's not a great game, we're going to announce it. The issue is finding the balance, because we're not going to sit back here and take pot shots at guys that are off for whatever reason. Yeah. The only time that I actually make a comment, and people notice that I pick on Carballo quite a bit, because Carballo has got, as the kids say, mad skills. He is apt. He took to this naturally. Before Douglas came, we expected him, coming out of the first year, to take off and do fantastic things, which he has done. Michael Carballo never saw a highlight cesta before March of 2018. Never even saw one. So to do the things that he does is quite impressive. So when he does the stupid stuff, and I'm going to be honest and call it stupid. When he threw 2 Dejadas from the 11 line today. Sorry, kid, you're not that good. You're not that good. And the other guys are fast. So when they do stupid stuff like that, that's when I'll make a derogatory comment. When guys just aren't into it, Lamonte's been catching some heat, and the truth of the matter is, I'm not going to say anything derogatory about Lamonte. I don't like the fact that he throws some shots when potentially he shouldn't, but no, he deserves full credit. Absolutely deserves full credit. This is his second year playing highlight, and we've asked quite a bit of him as far as stepping up.
Yeah, and a guy missed the last week and missed a couple weeks previous too, so it's been a while since he's been back out here and playing in the full swing of that season as well.
Yes, so no, the balance in announcing is in the coaching role that I did serve in. So that's my relationship with the players. So, but I have tremendous respect for these players. Every one of them, literally everyone who's consented to doing this with their life. Of course, the compensation's decent at least. Yeah. But no, I have tremendous respect for them. But when they don't do the stuff that we've gone over or stuff like that, I may throw a verbal shot here and there. And with that, we'll begin Game 2, where we hope it will be better than Game 1. A spectacular 7 singles match. Played to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play.
I was in the Coast Guard. I ain't trying to hear that shit, money.
Serving in the red shirt of Post 1 is Legend. Receiving in the blue of Post 2 is Diaz. There's the serve. We begin. Diaz steps up to the 10 line and take that Cortada serve. There's the backhand. Legend on the rebote. Diaz from the 12 line. To the inside. It's going to score. Point 2. And our next matchup will have Diaz serve to the white shirt of Post 3. Here's Fred. Fred with a hop, missed the ball, point 2. Green shirt of Post 4, Tennessee receives. Diaz cracks off a 2-all. Tennessee stops it. Quartada is going to score on the second bounce. That was an excellent shot thrown by Tennessee right there. Just above the pad, making connection with the sidewall. Very well thrown. Point 4. Tough to defend against. Black shirt at post 5. El Barba receives. Ball tipped off the serve. Point 4. On the court, ready to receive the yellow shirt at post 6. This next matchup has Tennessee serving to Juice. Under serve. Ball must slam between the 4 and 7 line. That fell short of the 4. This point goes to the 6. In this matchup, Juice serves to Lamonte, wearing the pink of post 7. Point 6. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirt of post 8, Jedin. Jedin from the forehand, right up the middle, gets by Juice one way, not going to throw it that way. Point 8. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are worth 2 points through the end of the game. First to return in the second round, post 1, Legend. Jed moves up, makes the catch at the 7 line. Hard backhand. Up, and away. That hit the overhead screen. Out of play, point 8. Jedin on the board with 3 points, serving to the 3 post. In the white shirt, we have Fred. Jedin with the tip ball, midcourt, point 3. This matchup has Fred serving to Diaz, wearing the blue of post 2. Diaz from the left side. There's the backhand. Caught in the air by Fred. Fred, soft 2-all. Diaz stops it on the forehand. Looks to get it over Fred's head. Fred stops it at the 9 line. Diaz hangs in there. That bote just didn't have the distance. Point 3. They're on the board with 4 points. Receiving post 5 is El Barba. Ball tipped. Point 5. Receiving, Tennessee. Excellent catch by El Barba at the sidewall. Nice backhand. Rebote 2-all does not cut out. El Barba's got it on the left side. Costado 2-all. Red stopped by Tennessee. Tennessee's carom lands out. Point 5. 5 is on the board with 4 points. Receiving post 7, Lamonte. Monte with a beautiful throw from the forehand. Rebote by El Barba. Hook to the pad, point 7. 7 on the board with 2 points. In this matchup, Lamonte serves the returning 6 post. In the yellow shirt, we have Juice. Excellent serve by Lamonte. Juice back to the 13 line. Ball in and out of the cesta, point 6. 6 on the board with 4 points. Back and ready to receive, and post 1, the red shirt, Legend. Legend from the forehand at the 10. Wow. Point 6. Possible game point here for post 6. Juice in the yellow shirt. Trying to stop him, Jedin. Juice from the forehand at the 10 line. Hard throw. Robote comes to the left side of Jedin. Hard throw by Jedin. Tipped, point 8. Possible game point for the purple shirt of post 8, Jedin. Trying to stop him, Diaz in the blue of post 2. What a beautiful backhand by Diaz, passing all the way back to the 11 line. Diaz on the catch, winding up, puts it back to the inside. Jedin at the 10 line. Catch by Diaz. He goes deep. Robote comes out. Beautiful Robote thrown by Jedin to score. Pointing game to the purple shirt of post 8, Jedin. 6 places, 3 serves to 5. This is for 3rd place. Over serve. Point in a 3rd place finish to post 5, El Barba. Unofficial order finish, 8-6-5. Your prices will be up in a moment. It's official. Coming in first, post 8, Jedin. Taking second, post 6, Juice. Coming in third, post 5, El Barba. 8-6-5 is the official order finish for Game 2, and here are your prices. The $2 Quinella, 6-8. That's 6-8 or 8-6, $34.80. Look at that trifecta. Yeah, with those numbers. 8-6-5.
Lobster time.
I just heard Polly's voice in my head when you said that. Lobster time, as Polly would say. $1,009.80. That'll bring us to Game 3. A spectacular 7 singles match. Played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. More importantly, Game 3 begins the High 5 jackpot with its $2,000 guarantee. A fresh 2,000 single dollar bills sitting in that jackpot right now.
Right below our feet, Stu.
That's where it's kept. That's right. That's right. There are no scratches in Game 3. To play the High 5, you correctly pick the winners of Games 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. It's a pick 5 wager, once again with a $2,000 guarantee. Post time for Game 3 is just 7 minutes away. Good luck.
Then serve takes a high bounce. Anderwood gathers at about the 10 line. Fires this one that's going to go deep into the corner. Good return by Carballo. Sends it going off the wall.
Wow, great
A nice
shot.
rebote.
Yes.
Carballo gets it back in play. A soft carom and a reverse over his head.
Yeah, Daddy.
Catch by Ben midcourt. There's the carom. A Barba on the run. Returns a carom.
Whoa,
that scores for the win. Ben rips a 2-all off the serve that scores. What a shot, .7. Here's Diaz with a good catch. Tennessee grabs it. Hard reverse to the outside. Diaz from his knees. Strong forehand return. Jedden with an excellent 2-wall rebote save for the big bounce. El Barbo reaches way up to make the catch, and he scores on the return. Catch by Carballo. Hard reverse rebote is coming out. Jedden calls for the rebote. Outside placement of
nice
the Gustavo rebote.
Bradley makes a nice scoop on the forehand, sends it low and hard. A beautiful scoop by Carballo.
Outside placement thrown
great
by
winning
Anderlock.
shot.
Gubala runs in, winds up. Dehata, what a shot thrown by Gubala. And we have just 4 minutes remaining. Replacing all wagers in Game 3 and the High Five, both now just a few minutes away. And a question forwarded us to, or from rather, the Jai-Alai Channel. So the Jai-Alai Channel has forwarded a couple questions to us regarding scratches. So scratches are illnesses. We have no scratches in tonight's program, so this program is good. No scratches in the matinee. CRB. We're waiting on we're waiting on some testing from CRB. Make sure he's all good and healthy. Waiting on some testing from what's his name? Wello, that's it. Wello, that's right. Waiting on some testing from Wello. Braggley has a couple long-term issues that just kind of plague him. Yeah. Primarily his knee, and this goes back to his days when he set a record at UM for, was it steeplechase? No, it's not steeplechase. Horses do steeplechase. Hurdles, that's it. Jumping over.
That is a...
Yes. So that was Bragley's issue and continues to be Bragley's issue. So occasionally that flares up. And yes, he was having some problems in his throwing arm. So he's not specifically injured, but he is not in the program. Rock stopped by the other day.
Yeah,
we saw him yesterday.
Rock,
good to see Rock. Rock is status post-knee surgery, and so he's still rehabbing that knee. Yeah. And anybody else? I don't have it written down. I'm just on the fly.
Did we say Asier?
Asier with a fractured wrist.
Yeah.
but he's out of the cast, and he was back today, throwing around a bit because it's in his non-throwing hand, but obviously you can't play Jai-Alai with a cast on your wrist. So he was out throwing around today in a brace and actually looked pretty good. So that is the status of the guys who are not in the program.
Yeah, and Rock, appropriately dubbed the Gentle Giant, comes in just such a nice guy, just pleasantries, how you doing, hope everyone's well, and good to see him back in the building, as it's good. We got Diaz back here, of course. We talked about some of his comedic
Diaz is hilarious.
abilities here.
Diaz is... He was just sitting here before. In fact, I just snapped a quick picture of him because he was sitting in the cage area. We don't have a bench right now.
Yeah.
Since the beginning of COVID, one of our COVID mitigation efforts was to put in individual stools or chairs that they sit in so they're not sliding. And so he was sitting in one of the chairs with his head back and his eyes closed, just like in the very middle of the cage. Yeah. So I snapped a quick picture.
It's like,
and so then it's just eyes open. He said, whose idea was it to do nighttime Jai-Alai? I was like, no.
You can make that
this
into
is when
a meme.
Jai-Alai should be played.
Yes. And this is game number 3. Last chance to get those bets in for the high five here. Always guaranteed at 2,000. See, just over 1601 bet into it today. We said it was hit in that earlier performance there. And I think 7 out of the last 8. There's been 5 out of 5 winners. And 6 of those 8, we've given away at least $2,000. So that high five, as we say, the most generous jackpot wager in all pari-mutuels, and the numbers certainly back it up as well. So last chance to get those bets in with less than a minute until we get in that third game.
Kate is just kind of wandering around back here aimlessly looking for a charger. I mean, that's a problem that we never used to have in Jai-Alai. All right, with that, we're ready to go. We will now begin game number 3, a spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirt of post 1, we have Jedden. Our first matchup has Jedden serving to Tennessee. Jedden serves. We begin game 3. Tennessee, strong backhand. Rebote to the 8 line. Jedden's there. Tennessee hangs in there. Try to save the rebote. Hit the overhead screen. Good second effort. Point 1. 1 first up on the board in our third game. Here is the white shirt at post 3, Lamonte. Lamonte from the forehand, hard to the inside. Ball tipped, point 1. Now receiving in the green shirt of post 4, here's Diaz. Rebote left side. What a beautiful picture-perfect rebote thrown from the left side of Jedden. And Diaz got there. Catch by Diaz. Back to the inside he goes. Tenard makes the catch. Rather, Jedden makes the catch. Diaz. Good effort. Well-played point by Diaz and Jedden. Point 1. In this next matchup, Jedden will serve to the black shirt of post 5, El Barba. Great catch by Jedden at the side wall. Beautiful catch. El Barba again coming strong from the right side. Ball tipped. Point one. One on the board with 4 points. Now receiving, yellow shirt at post 6. In this matchup, Jedden serves to Legend. Rebote 2-all.
Beautiful.
Perfectly executed by Jedden. Point one. One on the board with 5 points. Receiving, post 7. Juice. Juice with the 2-all. Jedden takes it in the air. Strong backhand. Clears the overhead screen. Point one. Straight points to a possible game point for post 1, Jedden. Here trying to stop him and completing the first round of play is the purple shirt of post 8, Fred. Swing and a miss on the rebote, point 8. Ladies and gentlemen, that was an excellent 6 straight points for post 1, Jedden. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are worth 2 points through the end of the game. First to return in the second round is Tennessee. That's an overserve, point 2. White shirt at post 3 receives Lamonte. Catch by Tennessee. Scoop attempt missed, point 2. Tennessee's on the board with 4 points, serving to post 4. Returning to the court is Diaz. Ball tipped off the serve, point 2. Possible game point here for Tennessee in the blue shirt of post 2, trying to stop him, El Barba. Great catch by El Barba. Powerful backhand. Rebote left side, hook to the pad by Tennessee. Point 5, play continues. El Barba is serving to the yellow shirt of post 6. Legend. Ball right on the sidewall and scoring for El Barba, point 5. 5 on the board with 4 points. Here's post 7. Juice. Point 5. Game's locked. El Barba has 6. Jedden has 6. Game cannot be played beyond 7 points. 5 serves to 1 for the game. Jedden sets up for the rebote. Rebote clipped the sidewall, middle of the court. El Barba's there. Hard throw by El Barba. Rebote by Jedden. Catch by El Barba. El Barba goes deep, gets it over Jedden's head, back to the sidewall. Ball tipped, that is point and game to the red shirt of Post 1, Jedden. One wins it, 2 serves to 5. This is going to be a playoff for second and third place. El Barba from the left side. Powerful backhand, just hit the overhead screen. Point and place to Post 2, 5 shows. Unofficial order finish 1, 2, 5.
And the results there of game number 3 are official. Post 1, Jedden there with the win. Post 2, that's Tennessee taking second. Post 5, El Barba coming in third. 1, 2, 5 there, the official order of finish for game number 3, as those prices there are up on your screen. We got the $2 Quinella there, 1-2 or 2-1 off of $2. Get back $18.60, and the $2 try there. Public all over it, 1-2-5. $77 even. And got to say, though, not a bad price on Jedden to win there. Out of the one post, one of the favorites in that game. $6.20. Can't go broke taking a profit, and little profit, but Jedden, their 5th win of the week here in these earlier games, so certainly one of the favorites, and gets it done there in game number 3.
Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is game number 4. A's Spectacular. 7. Singles match. Played to 7 points. Points double after the first round play. Sorry, I was a little late there in consultation with JR about some extracurricular sparks back here. Played 2. 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Game 4 begins today's Pick 3. Post time for Game 4, and the Pick 3 now just 7 minutes away. Good luck.
Remind me of Hustle City, man. Everybody got more than one gig. I sell ice cream, rather sell a CD.
I have a security company, a beauty salon.
I've been doing music for a very long time.
I'm not your neighborhood Uber driver. I do luxury. And then I have another job. I play highlights.
We're looking to transition from dog racing to highlight. I went to the university and said, listen, I have this crazy idea. Do you think we could send something out to all the ex-athletes for the last 20 years and say, we're looking to hire and train highlight players?
They paying us, man, and we can win big money.
Let me see what this is all about.
That's what you gotta do. Get some money.
The players taking the court are all athletes you may recognize.
Baseball, football, track and field.
If you're going to come into this sport, you got to be dedicated. You're going to be a piece of cake.
We knew going in, they're not going to be great the first day.
We'll be like the Jamaicans with the
bobsled team.
Game time now, man.
This is gonna be the first time that my kids will be able to sit in the audience and root for their father.
Who wants it more?
This is a sacrifice I think is going to pay off in the end.
This is a dream for me.
I got to win.
Can't get drama better than this.
Highlight became the new hustle.
Let's get ready to play.
And folks, that was a trailer for the award-winning documentary Magic City Hustle, about the start of the Jai-Alai program here at Magic City just a few years ago. And if you would like to watch that for yourself, head on over to MagicCityCasino.com. Under the Jai-Alai tab, there is a button that says Magic City Hustle. You click on that button, it'll take you directly to the website, or type in MagicCityHustle.com directly into your browser. Either way you do it, it'll take you to the same main screen where you can make a purchase of that film. Full-length documentary might be added there for $5 and enjoy it as many times as you like from there.
Andrew, how are you?
I'm excited. Excited for these games 4 through 9.
Does it surprise you when I ask you how you're doing?
We keep it does. Seriously,
I want to make sure you're okay.
I think that question throws me off more than any other question because I'm so into the numbers and the Jai-Alai, and then it's like, so how are you? And my brain
why
just
do you think
explodes.
I asked? No, I know. Because literally, I need to make sure you're okay, because when I had to announce by myself here, which you're going to have to announce by yourself coming up this week.
Yeah,
I apologize in advance
be back
for that.
solo on the call.
But this is
all right.
unavoidable. All day Thursday, and at least the matinee on Friday, the first matinee on Friday, possibly the second, depending upon how things work out.
Sure. Yeah. That's a little preview there. Yes, as Stu's saying, I'll be on the call Thursday. Solo Thursday. One performance there on Friday, but it's fun to do the games and just.
I don't like it. I don't like it. Not a fan. I don't like announcing by myself. No, it's funny because I was so resistant. No. I know you weren't throwing me under the bus. I get that. No, but I was so resistant to the conversational style of announcing.
Sure.
That in the first year I did, and again, apologies to Paulie if he's listening. The first 2 years I really didn't know this is what Scott wanted and this is what he wanted, was interaction between the two of us. And so Paulie would say something and he'd look at me and I would just give a yes, no, yes, no, like I was being interrogated, which of course I wasn't. And then it took 2 years and Scott finally explained it. No, watch this, and this. This is what I'm looking for. Oh, why would anybody want that in Jai-Alai? Scott said, give it a chance. I said, well, I can get pretty random, right? It's easier just to have me say point 2, point 3, what a spectacular catch that was.
They
Our
don't
next
want us
game
to
is
get
this.
random. Yeah.
And he said no. So I talked about Willy Wonka once, and he liked that.
It seems like such a long time ago, that Willy Wonka business. Oh, my God. Have watched it at least once since then. So
at least once. You may have seen it before. That's right. The millennial versus the Gen X. I think I'm Gen X.
Do you know? Yeah, what's the...
March 14th, 1969. That's my date of birth. So...
How about that?
I think I qualify for Gen X. We have less than a minute to go before we begin Game 4 and the Pick 3. Game 4 and the Pick 3 now just less than a minute away.
Getting that Pick 3 gaining in popularity. We talked about it. Record high pool there in the second performance yesterday. That afternoon performance, second matinee, whatever you want to call it. Over 2,300 was bet into that Pick 3 pool. You see just under 1,200 now. May jump over that 1,200 mark.
All right, game time.
And we'll see how Game 4 here shakes out before that doubles game coming up in Game 5.
We're ready to begin our fourth game. It's a spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Once again, Game 4 does begin tonight's Pick 3. Games 4, 5, and 6 comprise the Pick 3. Serving in the red shirt of Post 1 is Juice. Receiving in the blue of Post 2 is Bueno. Juice serves. Game 4 has begun with an overserve. Point 2. Bueno gets the first point of the fourth game. That'll bring to the court the white shirt of Post 3. Here's El Barba. Nice backhand by Bueno. Forehand rebote to the overhead screen. Point 2. In our next matchup, we have Bueno serving to the green shirt of Post 4, Legend. Rebote left side by Legend. Fell short of the front wall, point 2. Bueno now serves to the black shirt at post 5. Here's Tennessee. Powerful backhand by Tennessee. Good pickup on the forehand of Bueno. Tennessee lingering in the backcourt a little too long, but he comes out to make the rebote. It's a 2-all that does not cut. Bueno's on it. Carom by Bueno. Stopped by Tennessee. He got assessed on it, but juggled it. No, still doesn't count. Got to come back here and have a seat. Point 2. Have you read the board? It says the call of the judge is final, period. Have a seat. Yellow shirt at post 6, Anderluck receives. Powerful forehand throw by Anderluck. Rebote left side by Bueno. Scoop by Anderluck. Hard throw to the inside's gonna score. Point 6. In our next matchup, Anderluck serves to the pink shirt at post 7. Here's Ben. Rebote forehand, swing and a miss. Point 7. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirt of post 8, we have Jedin. Ben, excellent effort to make that rebote. Great catch by Jedin. Hard throw to the inside. Rebote left side by Ben. Jedin takes it in the air, turns to throw the coastie. Ben was there, just couldn't bring it in. Very well played point by both players. Point goes to the 8. First round's complete. All matchups are worth 2 points through the end of the game. First to return in the second round, Juice. Ball tipped, point 8. Jedin has 3 points. He serves to post 3. El Barba. Rebote left side by Jedin. Ball tipped on the forehand of El Barba. Point 8. That gives Jedin 5 points and a possible game point here in our fourth game. Trying to stop him. Post 4, Legend. Legend from the forehand. It's a 2-all. That lands in. Perfect placement, scores. Point 4. Now receiving in the black shirt of post 5, Tennessee. Good catch by Tennessee off a hard serve by Legend. Catch by Legend. Tennessee on the left side. Powerful throw to the inside, caught by Legend. Tennessee, rebote left side, beautiful. Got out of the way. It scores, point 5. Five on the board with 2 points. Here's post 2. Bueno. Bueno from the left side. Hard to the inside it goes. Rebote forehand by Tennessee. Catch by Bueno. Tennessee, rebote. It's a 2-all, does not cut out. Slow to the middle of the court. Carambola. Tennessee got assessed on it, but could not reel it in. Point 2. Possible game point for the blue shirt of post 2. Bueno trying to stop him. Anderluck. Catch by Anderluck at the 11 line. Outside placement, scores. Beautifully thrown by Anderluck. Point 6. Play continues. 6 on the board with 3 points. Receiving post 7. Ben. Hard thrown Rabote down low for Anderluck. Ben makes the catch. What a catch by Anderluck at the 9 line. Rabote saved by Ben. Anderluck moves up on it, makes the catch. Karam does not cut. Ben stops it on the forehand. Great throw by Ben to the inside's going to score. Point 7. Seven on the board with 3 points. Here's post 1. Juice.
Jesus!
Long Karam, out. Point 7. Possible game point for the pink shirt of post 7. Ben trying to stop him. El Barba, the white shirt of post 3, receiving. Ben makes a great catch at the 12 line. Got it off. Kept it away from the overhead screen. El Barba on the Rabote. Ben makes a difficult catch on the left side. El Barba for the Rabote. Hooked it outside. Point and game to the pink shirt of post 7. Ben. No playoff here. 2 places, 8 shows. Unofficial order finish 7-8. Results from Game 4. Official coming in first, post 7. Ben taking second, post 2. Bueno coming in third, post 8. Jedden. 7-8 is the official order finish for game number 4. And there are your prices. The $2 quinella, 2-7. That's first and second, any order. 2-7 or 7-2. $24 even. Trifecta 7-8. First, second, and third place finish, $533.60. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is Game 5. It's a spectacular 7 doubles match, our one and only doubles game in this performance. Play to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Post time for Game 5 and doubles is now just 8 minutes away. Good luck.
What I'm hoping to accomplish in the 2020 season is to come in top 3 again, both in singles and in doubles. My game plan going into 2020 season is to be as meticulous as possible. I have to find a way to find little subtle things about each and every person on the roster that I can exploit to my advantage. And I can say that because they have to do the same thing. I feel like I got the ability to do it. I've definitely put in the work. Unfortunately, that doesn't always mean success, but that's what I'm going to strive for. So that is the goal, and I think that's everybody's goal because everybody wants to, get in the bonus money. And it is kind of like something to hang your hat on, to be able to say that, hey, I was able to be, a top 3 in singles or a top 3 in doubles. So that's definitely something that I strive for.
And that was Ben there, picking up his first win of the week here in Game 4 on this Saturday evening performance. A far cry from last week when Ben had a total of 8 wins Played a lot of games, of course, but 8 wins for Ben last week. First one here this week coming in game number 4, as we said. Total number 39 on the season for Ben there. That places him 7th, puts him in 7th overall in those championship single standings. He's one behind Carballo, who's at 40 wins, then Ikeda's at 41, Tennessee at 45, who's creeping up on Bueno, who still holds on to that third and final bonus money slot there at 47 wins. So Ben now 8 games outside of that third place slot. And to get you up to the start of this, the only doubles game in this performance here, in case we have any of our new fans that are joining us for the first time, got this video that will explain in simpler terms how the sport of highlight here is played. Take a look.
The main rule of highlight is simple. Players must catch and return the ball in one fluid motion. Sounds easy enough, right? So how do you win? You can win a matchup simply if your opponent overserves, underserves, or serves the ball out of bounds. On the flip side, your opponent wins the matchup if the serve is so good that you fail to catch and return the ball to the front wall. If your opponent fails to catch the ball before it bounces twice on the ground, or if your opponent's cesta makes contact with the ball but doesn't catch it, then, in both of those cases, you win the matchup. You can also win a matchup if the ball bounces around in your opponent's cesta during an attempted catch. This is called juggling, and it's illegal in highlight. Another way to win a matchup is if your opponent throws the ball and it lands out of bounds on its return from the wall. The overall game strategy for a highlight player is to make it difficult for an opponent to reach the ball in time or to execute a rebuttal play.
And now just 5 minutes away from game number 5. And this doubles game here, not part of any doubles tournament. Just some games here through the end of August will remain with these partners. Just wouldn't call them exhibition games, just we got one doubles game in the program. There's no monetary bonus at the end of this, not keeping track of any wins, but of course still get paid for their performance in these games. And taking a look at how these teams have done here, Juice and Ron, only team with multiple wins this week. They have 2 wins to go along with 1 place. Tennessee and Bueno, a team that played together, very comfortable together, and communication is a key for them, and it shows here. 1 win they've got to go along with 2 places. Lamonti and Douglas are first doubles tournament champions. Haven't been playing quite up to that championship form we become accustomed to there. Haven't found the win column, but have come in the money in most of these games. 2 places for them and 2 shows. So yet to find the win column, but on the board there. So from a fantasy perspective, still getting some points for that team. We have Anderluck and El Barba. They have 1 win and 1 place. Legend and Kubala took the first doubles game of the week and have been particularly quiet since then. Fred and Ikeda, they have 1 show. Jedden and Ben, the team on paper that we talked about, thought they could be a formidable duo, but haven't been able to find the win column. So I think that one of these teams, maybe Jedden or Ben, Diaz and Carballo, both of them have struggled here in these doubles games. Diaz and Carballo playing out of post 3. Jedden and Ben, difficult post there, post 5. So we'll see if we have a new winner here or someone that will already add to their existing total for this week. And these doubles games, very important, obviously, for fantasy. Only 1 game per performance, so points. If you get these points in doubles games, points that other players certainly would not be able to get. And leading the totals for fantasy with doubles, Juice and Ron as a $1 value. As a $1 value, that team, 13 fantasy points. They are leading all these doubles teams. You have Bueno and Tennessee with 11 points. That's a $2 value team. You have Lamonti and Douglas at $2. Of course, the reigning champs, they've acquired 10 fantasy points. Anderluck and El Barba there with 7. Legend and Kubala with 5. Fred and Ikeda 2. Jedden and Ben 2. And then you have 1 team that has yet to get up on the scoreboard there, and that is Diaz and Carballo. No in the money finishes in any of their doubles appearances this week.
Your mastery of that information is impressive. No. See, this is what Magic City wanted. They wanted some discussion about. So I bring 30 years of highlight experience. and then some knowledge about stuff that happened before I was born, only because I was raised around I was about to say frickin' sport. You could say, I'll say that. Only because I was raised around yeah. There's a picture somewhere, actually. I have to try to find it. The Jai-Alai Channel might pay money for this. That's it for my next contract negotiation. Of me in a baby carriage. It was either, no, it couldn't have been Orbea's. I don't think Orbea's was open yet, so that would have been North Miami. Would have had to have been North Miami next to a Jai-Alai court.
Just right there, chilling.
Yeah.
Hopefully there was some protective netting between you.
What a healthy environment to bring a kid to 1970s Jai-Alai.
Yeah, we got this 1-year-old here. Throw a couple caroms.
And
different time. Yeah,
with your knowledge of current sports and mastery of stats, I mean, it's just there's no way I could do it. You had to phone in the stats when we had the hurricane that night.
Phoned it in, yes.
Exactly. You were sending text messages because I'm not looking at two different computer screens.
No, I mean, it was tough there when we had the one-man performance. And like I said, we're going back to that Thursday, but I like doing the games. It's fun. I wasn't saying anything about leaving me alone there on an island. It's a lot of fun calling the games. It's obviously different sitting in that chair to the right there, but getting the play-by-play, it's a ton of fun. Especially in these doubles games. I'll tell you, a lot more action, and hoping for a good one here as we're into the second half of this program with 4 feature singles games coming up after this, so should be in store for some hopefully great highlight to close it out, Stu.
We're ready to begin game number 5. It's a spectacular 7 doubles match. Played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Serving. Red shirts at post 1, Fred and Ikeda. Receiving blue at post 2. Bueno and Tennessee. There's the serve. We begin. Ikeda on the forehand. Deep in the backcourt. Comes over the top. Bueno cuts it off. Lost his footing, but held his composure to get the ball to the front wall. That's what's important. Tennessee from the 12 line. Catch by Ikeda. Bueno cuts it off in the air at the 7 line. Nice backhand. Taken in the air by Ikeda. Beautiful forehand throw by Ikeda. Ball rule tip, first time round, point 1. That'll bring to the court the white shirts of post 3, Diaz and Carballo. Over serve. Point 3. Now receiving the green shirts of post 4, Anderluck and El Barba. El Barba from the left side. Hard backhand to the inside. Caught by Carballo. Carballo goes deep. Taken in the air by El Barba. Carballo from the forehand. Anderluck on the left side. Rebote by Diaz. He gets it up. El Barba reaches out, holds onto it, does not hold it, gets it off. Carballo's there. Anderluck calls for the rebote, makes the save. Here's Diaz, winds up, back to the inside he goes. El Barba takes it in the air, here's the backhand. Carballo on the forehand at the 11 line. Somehow fell down while, I don't know what the hell that was. He was dancing. Anderluck, great catch. Hard throw. That's going to score. Point 4. That was an interesting point. Black shirts of post 5, Jedden and Ben receive. Catch by El Barba. Beautiful catch on the left side. Here's Jedden at the 5 line. Back to the inside. Anderluck flying across the court to make the catch. Ben with a tip ball, point 4. Entering the court, yellow shirts oppose 6. Legend and Kubala. Anderluck from the forehand at the 9 line. Hard throw, caught in the air almost by Kubala. In and out of the cestic goes, point 4. That's 3 straight points for the 4-post, Anderluck and El Barba. In this matchup, they serve to the pink shirts oppose 7, Lamonte and Douglas. Douglas from the left side. Blasted into the corner, and El Barba is there. Catch by Douglas. Powerful backhand. Caught on the forehand of El Barba. Douglas missed the scoop, turned to save the rebote. Anderluck on the catch. Anderluck threw that off the... and he threw it off the court, then screamed. I don't think he's stopped talking the whole time he's been on the court. Point 7. Here's post 8. Juice and Ron. No, when you throw a Degahata, you make sure he's not standing there, Juice. Good catch by Ron. Douglas with a jump makes the catch, fires it over the top. Big bounce brought down by Ron. Douglas calls for the catch, fires it from the forehand. Ron comes up with the ball somehow. Reverse 2-wall, caught by Lamonte, and a great catch. Lamonte tries to change it up. Ron calls him off, fires it. Rebote coming out. Rebote with the soft touch, just a Degahata. Here's Ron. Ron sends it back. Douglas is alone for this one. He got it off in time. Ron's there. Ron tried something that did not work. Douglas with a hop goes deep, right to the corner. Rebote by Ron. Douglas, middle of the court on the catch. Firing hard from the right side. Here's Ron. Point 7. Jeez, oh man. What the hell got into these guys? I can't repeat what Anderluck said, but he's right. What a weird blanking point. Wow. Okay. Blue shirts of post 2. Bueno and Tennessee receive. I think we're in the second round, which means all points are double. Catch by Bueno. Bueno threw the 2-wall into the pad. Point 7. 7 on the board with 4 points. Here's post 1. Fred and Douglas. Fred and Ikeda, rather. Ikeda moves up to make the catch. Rebote left side by Lamonte to the inside. Douglas calls for the catch, makes it, fires the backhand, scooped up by Ikeda. Ikeda comes over the top. Douglas with a beautiful catch on the left side. Here's Ikeda. Catch by Douglas. Strong backhand. Missed the scoop, and it scores. Point 7. Straight points to a possible game point here for the pink shirts of post 7, Lamonte and Douglas. Trying to stop them, Diaz and Carballo. Carballo on the left side. What a catch by Douglas on the left side. A powerful throw. Carballo's there. That touched the overhead screen. Point and game, ladies and gentlemen, to the pink shirts of post 7. A perfect game for Douglas and Lamonte. Quite a game. 7 wins at perfect, 4 places, 1 serves to 3. This is show point. And we're just waiting for Fred to make an equipment change. Once again, Fred making an adjustment to a piece of equipment. And then we are in a playoff for 3rd place. And while we're waiting, we have Carballo and Ikeda playing against the sidewall. Isn't that fun?
Say Ron's on top of it there.
There's a serve by Fred. And it's an overserve. Point and show to post 3, the white shirts, Diaz and Carballo. Unofficial order finished 7-4-3. Results are official. Coming in first, post 7. Lamonte and Douglas, they had a perfect game. Taking second, post 4. Anderluck and El Barba. Coming in third, post 3. Diaz and Carballo. And there are your prices. The $2 Quinella 4-7. That's 4-7 or 7-4. $50 and a $50 Quinella with Douglas on top. Interesting. We'll add the 7. That makes sense. $50.20. The trifecta 7-4-3 $268.40. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is game number 6. It's a spectacular 7 singles match. Played to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Post time for game 6 is just 7 minutes away.
You're a sportsman, aren't you? Sort of. You like highlight? I like the way it's spelled. Me too. Yeah, with a J. How'd that get in there?
I can handle your workload without any help. Andy Glam, former J. Crew employee. Dr. Dante Octavarius, seahorse breeder.
Oh, the kid is hot tonight.
He better be. I got him wheeled in the trifecta.
Shunk Dunkirk, incontinent Jai-Alai instructor. Incontinent Jai-Alai instructor? Incontinent Jai-Alai instructor. All right, I'm calling it.
I'm trying out a new persona. I'm club owner and Jai-Alai enthusiast, Barry Mexico.
What a fun and lazy character name. Was it your first thought?
You know it. Barry Mexico gets down to business.
And now 5 minutes away from game number 6. Game 6 marks the start of those feature singles games here in the second half of this evening program. Game 6 also concludes that pick 3. You see the will pays for the pick 3. First 2 numbers, 7-7.
That was... I know you're waiting for the will pays. Oh, there are the will pays. 1,070...
Big payouts.
Wow, 1,070.40 for Game 6.
I think that's because we talked about here, 7 statistically in these spectacular 7 singles games, the most difficult post to win out of, given all those simulations that have been done. Given all 8 posts being equal, the number 7 post, statistically, the most difficult there. And all different types of stats. You go to sayhili.com, sayhili.com there, run by superfan statistician here, Steve Martin. Does a great job with that site. Tons of betting information, tons of number stuff. If you're into that, definitely check it out. We highly suggest it. And a lot of information about Magic City. You can get those biggest payouts we've given there, the Golden Cesta winner each week. So very pro Magic City.
I say it repeatedly. Magic City, for someone who comes from a traditional... Look, if you're thinking about highlight in the 1960s or 70s, if you're thinking about thousands of people sitting in the audience, if you're thinking about players with many years of training and only the best would come to Miami or, like, let's say, Bridgeport,
sure.
No. This may not be for you. Hopefully you'll enjoy what it is that we offer, but this is never going to be that. Now, the play is going to get progressively better, but how do highlight players progress? Do they progress week to week? Sometimes, but very rarely. You see progression over the course of years. Those of you who watch traditional highlight, you never saw players, again, you hear me repeat the same thing over and over, you never saw players with less than 3 to 5 years of court experience before they ever stepped onto a professional fronton. For those of you who watched highlight at Miami, for those of you who watched highlight Bridgeport, you never saw players who hadn't played already at a top level at another fronton already before they would transfer into one of those. Very few players started their careers at Miami highlight. Sorry, after like 1975, roughly. But sure. So this is something entirely different. We show you the good, the bad, the ugly, the exciting, the behind the scenes, as much behind the scenes as we can. We have to be respectful for the privacy of, private lives of our players. Sure. They're deserving of that. But we even have interviews with players on some of their days off, the Highlight Channel. You say, hey, I don't want a day off. I'd rather talk to Anderluck for 2 hours. Twice you did that. We have 2 minutes to go before we begin game number 6.
What a guy, that Anderson, huh? Anderluck was on those interviews, and fans...
He's one of the most professional... I mean, he takes things... He's a little nutty out here. Another thing that we've talked about is that a couple times, that there's a pressure that comes with this. It's not just the money. But there's a pressure that comes with this, especially for some of these guys that have played other sports at top levels, including the Super Bowl level, like Jedden, where... how they fight with themselves in terms of their own progression, who they lose to. I should never lose to that guy. Yeah. Many of the comments that come up in the chat come up back here, too, between the players. So there's a very high degree of competitiveness amongst the players. And I think what we just saw in that doubles game was as close to uncontrolled as we get. Hey, that was wild. That doubles game was absolutely... And that point with...
Well, you get some great points when it's like that, though.
I mean, that was... But 100% effort. 100% effort.
Yeah.
110% effort. And Lamonte was taking a bit of a ribbing earlier in the performance because, he's had a rough 2 days.
Yeah.
The truth of the matter is he did exactly what he needed to do there.
And how about the way Douglas played? Was that Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde? He's got a completely different persona coming in to this evening performance there. He was... ripping the ball. We talk about, you hear guys, they actually start to like the tennis grunt a little bit, when they get some extra power behind those, and saw a couple of guys really firing those, and obviously hard to predict when a guy's going to have a grand slam and potentially get 4 wins in his 4 appearances, but we both looked at each other and said, if there's ever a time to do it, we think based on that performance by Douglas, he could run out all these 4 games right here.
No, if he
game 6 through 9,
if he carries that through, whatever was going on in his head, this will be interesting. No pressure on him. I don't know if he can, but it will be interesting. With that, we're ready to begin game number 6. A spectacular 7 singles match, played to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirt of post 1 is Carballo. Our first matchup of this game has Carballo serving to Ikeda, wearing the blue of post 2. Carballo serves. We begin game 6. Rebote forehand by Carballo. Ikeda, catch at the 10 line. Carballo on the forehand, on the run. Dejada. This Dejada is going to score. That was well thrown by Carballo, point 1. Here is the white shirt of post 3. Carballo now serves to Ron. Hard serve by Carballo, picked off by Ron. Carballo knocked it down at the 10 line, point 3. That'll bring to the court the green shirt of post 4. This matchup has Ron serving to Kubala. Excellent serve by Ron and a great catch by Kubala. Kubala at the 11 line. Robote comes to the 8 line. Turn from the forehand of Ron. Robote left side by Ron. Kubala makes the diving save, keeps it away from the overhead screen. Ron moves up, throws the costado to the outside, which scores. Beautifully placed. Well played by both players. Point 3. Black shirt at post 5 receives. Here's Douglas.
Yeah, are you not?
Robote coming out to the 6 line. Strong forehand. Robote fired so strong it hit the overhead screen. Overthrown. Point 3. Here is the yellow shirt of post 6. Bueno. Bueno moves up, takes it on the left side. Here's Ron from the 8 line. Chula scores. Point 3. Ron's made 4 straight points. In this matchup, he serves to the pink shirt of post 7. Here's Jedin. Jedin with the low backhand. Robote coming out. Robote left side to the inside, thrown beautifully and perfectly by Jedin to score. Point 7. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirt of post 8, Anderluck. Picada, big bounce. Big bounce is going to score. Well thrown by Anderluck. Point 8. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are worth 2 points through the end of the game. First to return in the second round, Ikeda. Good catch by Ikeda. Nice backhand. Caught in the air by Anderluck. Ikeda from the 9 line. Goes deep. Robote forehand by Anderluck. Catch by Ikeda. Anderluck on the right side. Hard to the inside. Scooped up by Ikeda. Backhand from the 9 line. Here's Anderluck. Anderluck goes deep. On the wall. Arimava out to the Robote. Good catch by Anderluck. Picada. What a catch by Ikeda with a hop. He makes a terrific catch on the left side. Ikeda on the forehand. Outside placement. Anderluck read it, stopped it, returned it. Well played point by Ikeda and Anderluck there. Beautifully played point. Point goes to the 8. 8 on the board with 3 points. Here's post 1, Carballo. Scoop by Anderluck. Carballo, nice catch, the 8 line. Robote comes low. Anderluck makes the save. Carballo on the attack. Takes it on the forehand. Hard to the inside he goes. What a great effort by Anderluck. That just missed by inches. Terrific effort by Anderluck to try to make that ball.
I love highlight!
And he loves highlight. Point 1. One on the board with 3 points. Here's post 4, Kubala. Backhand cleared the overhead screen. Carballo switching from left side to right side and missing the rebote. 0.4. In this matchup, Kubala will serve to the black shirt at post 5, Douglas. Powerful backhand by Douglas and a great catch by Kubala. Rebote forehand, outside placement kind of thing. 0.4. 4 on the board with 4 points. Here is post 6, Bueno. Kubala on the right side at the 11 line. He comes over the top. Catch by Bueno. Bueno on the forehand. Outside placement by Bueno. Read and stopped on the forehand of Kubala. Catch by Bueno. Backhand straight up the middle. Here's Kubala. Excellent catch by Bueno at the side wall. Kubala now on the left side. Rebote by Bueno. Kubala running up. Makes the catch. Scoop missed, 0.4. Possible game point for the green shirt at post 4, Kubala. Trying to stop him, post 3, Ron. Kubala from the left side. Nice backhand. Kubala from the left side again. Catch by Ron. Goes deep. Rebote comes out. Forehand rebote by Kubala. Catch by Ron. 2-all snapped by Kubala to score. Point and game. A well-earned game to the green shirt of post 4, Kubala. 4 wins it. 3 comes in second. 8 serves to 1. This is a playoff for third place. Catch by Carballo. There's a hard forehand. Scoop by Anderluck. Anderluck goes deep. Keeps it away from the overhead screen. Carballo just gets the ball to the front wall. Anderluck, low runner to the inside. Carballo. Point and a third place finish to post 8. Anderluck. Unofficial order finish 4-3-8. Results from Game 6 are official as posted. Coming in first, post 4, Kubala. Taking second, post 3, Ron. Coming in third, post 8, Anderluck. And, of course, Kubala likes to make sure that everybody knows that he doesn't have a bicep compared to some of the other players here. He's not kissing the bicep. He kisses a tattoo that says Jai-Alai and his number.
Tattoo. Yep.
A Jai-Alai tattoo with his player number on that bicep. Got to clarify that.
Yeah, the first time we saw that, I leaned over to us.
Yeah, exactly. What's he doing?
What is he doing?
What is that exactly? The pick 3, 774, 3 of 3 numbers returning $1,070.40. That's the pick 3. 4 to win. So $2 wagered on 4 to win returns $45.80. Wow. The $1 quinella, that's first and second in any order. The $1 price, 3-4 or 4-3, $66.70. The trifecta, 4-3-8, $690.40. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is game number 7. It's a spectacular 7. Singles match played at 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Post time for game 7, which concludes the high five jackpot. Now just 7 minutes away. Good luck.
My favorite part about playing professional Jai-Alai is probably the free Gatorades and free waters. My favorite part about being a professional Jai-Alai player, when I play, my mind is so clear. It's really the only time that I'm able to focus on just one thing. It's very exhilarating and exciting, and I love exercise, and I love to be competitive. It just feels like I'm finally getting to do what I want to do every day.
And a much-deserved Gatorade there for Kubawa. 38 wins for him on the season to go along with 37 places, 29 shows, and his 259 singles appearances. Yeah, giving you the full rundown there. He's winning at a clip of 14.5%, Stu, and back in the day, I'd say that's a pretty impressive win percentage, but then we got the likes here of Douglas, who's winning at 43%, and Ron just under 30%, so...
Yeah, to be halfway through the season and have that high... Now, given Douglas was out for 3 weeks, or almost 4 weeks, I think. So, but that's a ridiculous... The line of demarcation, so we'd sit down at the end of every year, or at the end of every season, rather, regardless of where you are. There were a few standout players who had 2-year contracts, but players who had a 1-year contract, and you sit down and you literally look at the back of the program. And it's 100-300. That was the... You did not want to be below 100-300, because that would at least draw attention to your name.
10% the win and 30% in the money.
Absolutely.
And in the money is the top 3. Right?
Absolutely. So anything below that, if we were looking to make room on the roster, that might bring your name into attention as far as the annual contract was concerned. Yeah,
I like the way they did that. Yeah.
Again, now this is at Florida Gaming. This is not here. This is not here. This is based on something else. So, and we're looking at the will pays. So
yeah, look at that.
If Scott is tired, it's 9:30. You know, he's a early to bed, early to rise kind of guy. No, seriously.
Couldn't go to sleep. He had to wait to
I'm
see.
much more comfortable sending him a text message or a call at 6:30 in the morning when I'm usually just getting to sleep than I am at 10:30 at night. So.
Well, he can rest easy here tonight.
Rest easy, yeah.
Go to sleep, Scott, please.
Yeah, the high five is safe for this Saturday evening performance.
I was going to say his Red Sox were losing, and then the high five getting hit. Just a bad night, but safe there. A couple 3 out of 5s on the board. A lot of 3 out of 5s. Half the numbers.
Three minutes to go before we begin Game 7. Game 7 is now just 3 minutes away. And one thing that is interesting is when folks talk about, we see different names that came up earlier. Here we are Saturday night, and people have fond memories of Jai-Alai on Saturday nights. I mean, there's no question that Saturday night Jai-Alai was always, especially here in Miami, was always traditional. Then you had your Dania purists. I'm speaking about South Florida, not with all due respect to Connecticut. Some phenomenal Jai-Alai played in Connecticut. But I'm, of course, familiar with the market down here. Right. And so watching people talk about the different generations, I've seen Joey's name come up. I've seen Bolivar's name come up. Yep. And it's funny because you do have your generations of phenomenal Jai-Alai players. You had your roughly 1959 through 1968 roster, which is Orbea, Chiruka, Chamela, Bengola,
names I've heard. Yes.
Isasola. Names that I was just talking to JR about this in the past. Yeah. And I didn't know, but JR and I were having... So JR is Juan Ramon Arasato, who played under Ara at Miami Jai-Alai. Yeah. Ara, before he turned professional, actually played with the great Chiruka in a partido in Spain. I mean, that's just great to hear when he was 17 years old.
I was going to say, he must have been pretty young. Yeah.
And he was pretty nervous, too, because he was a substitute. So he played with the absolute great Chiruka. And then you go into your 1970s, and there's a great picture of Cami, Joey, It's Cami, Joey, Remen, and Uriarte, who also played under Kachin. They all started the same year at Miami Highlight and all went on to be the champions in the next 15 years. Joey, of course, obviously very well known. Bolivar, of course, came in. They didn't bring him into Miami. They brought him into Tampa Highlight when he first came in. So you had Joey at Miami and you had Bolivar at Tampa, and they'd occasionally meet up. Bolivar then went on to went on to Palm Beach, rather. So you have that generation, and then after that group of players, you have Ara and Mitch, Inclon, that group. And then you move on to what we had at Miami Highlight, unfortunately, as we closed facilities. It did give us the ability to bring the best from Tampa, the best from Orlando, the best from Miami, and put them all together. Beginning about 2002 in Miami through 2000, we had 10 years of absolutely unparalleled highlight at Miami Highlight these last couple of years. It was an honor to be part of putting that together. It really was. And I do, am I taking credit for it? I'm taking partial credit for it, absolutely. Because when you spend your life doing something, you're like, Then when it was over, I was out. And then Dan called and said, hey, we're doing this thing at Magic City. What do you think?
What do you
think?
I went to Miami Highlight, I think one time, must have been early 2000s. I got to see those guys. I think one time, I don't remember any of the names. I didn't know any of the people. When we would go, we would go to Dania typically.
Goycochea, Recalde.
Yeah.
It was terrific highlight.
It comes full circle. Right back in the booth here.
And now you can see what they would have looked like before they started. Before they became famous, anyway.
Yes.
We're ready to begin game number 7, a spectacular 7 singles match. Played to 7 points doubling after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirt of post 1, we have Bueno. Receiving in the blue of post 2, Kubala. Here's the serve. We begin game 7. It's a great backhand by Kubala. Bueno, 2-all rebote, stopped by Kubala on the forehand. Rebote left side, it's a 2-all. Kubala stops it. Got it back in from the right side. That is nicely played by Kubala. Bueno snaps a nice rebote. He kept that in play. Kubala again. Picada looking to get the big bounce over Bueno's head. Just missed it by literally 2 inches. Point 2, a well-played point to start off our 7th game. Here's the white shirt at post 3, Jedin. Kubala with a great catch. Beautiful pickup by Jedin on the left side. That rebote stayed beautifully inside and scored. Well thrown by Kubala, point 2. Kubala now serves to the green shirt of post 4, Carballo. Beautiful backhand throw by Carballo right in the chula. It did come out. Catch by Carballo at the 8 line. Powerful backhand. Rebote coming all the way out. Kyle snapped a beautiful 2-wall rebote there to score. That was really well executed. Point 2. Very nice. Two now serves to the black shirt of post 5. Here's Douglas. Douglas firing one over the top. Kubala makes the rebote save. Douglas backpedals, takes it Bote Corredo on the forehand. Looking to get that perfect placement, and he does. Point 5. That high carambola worked. In our next matchup, we have Douglas serving to the yellow shirt of post 6. Here's Ben. Excellent serve by Douglas. Will score, 0.5. On the court, ready to receive. Pink shirt at post 7, Ron. The low runner to the inside resulted in a reverse that hit the pad. And the pad is bad. 0.5. 5 on the board with 3 points. Here's post 8 to complete the first round of play. We have Ikeda. Powerful backhand by Ikeda. Forehand rebote escaped. 0.8. That will complete the first round of play. All matchups are worth 2 points now through the end of the game. First to return, post 1, Bueno. Beautiful backhand by Bueno. Rebote forehand by Ikeda. Bueno over the top. Catch by Ikeda. Hard throw by Ikeda. Scores, 0.8. Eight on the board with 3 points, serving to post 3, Jedin. Jedin on the forehand at the 8 line. Back to the inside he goes. Here's Ikeda. Rebote left side. Nice to the inside. Here's Ikeda. Ikeda goes hard to the inside again. Jedin looking for another rebote. Goes to the floor to make this one work. Catch by Ikeda. Karen by Ikeda. Scores. 0.8. Possible game point for the purple shirt of post 8, Ikeda. Trying to stop him, post 4, Carballo. Ikeda from the left side. Goes deep. Catch by Carballo in the air. Beautifully caught. Catch by Ikeda. Rebote comes to the 6 line. Turn from the forehand of Carballo. Catch by Ikeda. Beautiful pickup by Ikeda. Scoop by Carballo. Goes hard to the back wall. Rebote coming to the 7 line. Turn from the forehand of Ikeda. Difficult catch by Carballo. Carballo goes deep. Rebote comes out. Forehand rebote played to pass by Ikeda. Catch by Ikeda. Rebote forehand by Carballo. Scoop by Ikeda. Clip the side wall. Ikeda's got the catch on the forehand. To the inside he goes. Carballo was there. Outside placement. Oh, wow. Just got him. What a well-played point by Ikeda and Carballo. That was beautiful. Really well played. 0.4. 4 on the board with 2 points, serving to post 2. Kubala returns. Kubala on the left side. Hard backhand. Carballo from the 11 line. Carballo on the move. Missed it. Is that going to be a Dejada rebote? 0.2. Possible game point for the blue shirt of post 2, Kubala. I got it. Ben receives. Yellow shirt of post 6. Ball tipped off the serve, point and game. Ladies and gentlemen of the blue shirt of post 2, Kubala. 8 places, 5 shows. Unofficial order finish 2-8-5. Well, that was an interesting game. Well played.
How about that? And Kubala, 2 in a row.
Good for Kyle.
Yeah, deserves these wins. I mean, the one guy we talk about with Ben, that the stat sheet isn't indicative of how well he's been playing, and Kubala's the epitome of that, that line that we say so often here. He just gets, you got Douglas there, who wins a lot of those games, Ron winning a lot of those games, and then Ikeda with his experience, Carballo, when he plays well, that he's tough to beat. In the middle of that pack there in those later games, it's tough to find wins, and it's great to see when Kubala rattles off a few. Always so positive, just, brings it every single day, tries so hard on every point. So it's good to see when those guys finally are able to break through and find the win column.
It's a different type of positivity, too, because Kubala is quietly positive. Quiet, smart, occasionally goofy. Whereas Tennessee, on the other hand, who's just constantly happy and constantly goofy. There are your prices for game number 7. The Quinella 2-8. $1 Quinella with a 2 on top. Was I seeing that right? For $81? Very nice. The high 5, 17742. 3 of 5 numbers returning $18. Carryover jackpot, $648. Trifecta, 285, 266 even. Two games left in this evening's performance, ladies and gentlemen. Games 8 and 9. A spectacular 7 and a spectacular 9, respectively. Game 8 up next, played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Game 8 closes out the Mighty Ocho. Post time for Game 8. 7 minutes away. Good luck. So there has been some really, really awesome play. It's almost like the doubles game set the standard for the rest of the play afterwards.
I think the momentum from those doubles games gives some of these feature guys, one game to warm up a little bit, and it shows.
Well, that game was crazy. I mean, the thing that we've been working for, both JR and myself, as far as the training is concerned, is to get it so we're just able to sit back and watch. And that did happen in the practices before. The way it works is in the practices, we have 4 players of similar talent level that are scheduled to practice with one another. And so a group of weaker players will work on very specific things with them.
Right. Different levels of practice within those.
Now that last practice was Ikeda. Ron wasn't in town yet, so it was Ikeda, Douglas, Anderluck, occasionally Kubala, occasionally Jedden.
Sure.
And they throw it around for about 15 minutes, then they play about a half hour or 45 minutes of singles, and then they just go into doubles. And that's basically how those practices work. And then in training, you step out and you fine-tune things as you go, which is basically where we're at in year 3. Literally, we start off with almost all of these players with how to tie the cest on. That's how I got hooked into this, oddly enough. I wound up on a Sunday at meeting Dan just to say hi. I hadn't seen him in a year or something like that, year or 2 years. And J-Liss and Tennessee were on the court at North Miami trying to tie their cestas on. and
God.
had no clue what to do. And I kept turning my head. So I was like, is someone going to show them? And I said, no one's here to show them.
That's literally day one.
That was
literally day one.
No, I wasn't even hired. I was just there to talk to Dan.
Wow.
And it was like, so look, if you need me to, come in on the weekends, because JR was doing 5 days a week.
Yeah.
And he wasn't going to do 7 days a week. So I came in to help them on 2018 on Saturday and Sunday. And that's literally how I got into it. So with all these, with the exception of Kubala, with the exception of Douglas, with the exception of Ikeda and Ron, everyone else literally learned how to tie on the cesta with us at the beginning of 2018.
Yeah.
Now, Douglas didn't begin with us, but Douglas did not tie on a cesta before March of 2018. So the constant rumblings, it can't be possible, he has to know how to play, he had to have learned. There must be some secret underground lair highlight court in North Carolina. It's like, no, there's really not.
the underground highlight ring in North Carolina.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Everyone
knows about.
Like it's the, what the hell was the name of that movie? Like the Fight Club. It's the Highlight Club. The Highlight Club of North Carolina. No, It doesn't exist. Every now and then, naturals do come around. And you don't often see, you very rarely see it in highlights in this country anyway.
And when you do, I gotta think. I mean, with your experience, you know right away when you see somebody that just has a natural, knack for this sport.
Well, we didn't, like everybody else, we didn't believe it.
Yeah,
I had some cell phone video of him in North Carolina, and it was like, and then the first time he ever threw it on a court with 3 walls, it was either here or North Miami, I forgot which, in 2018.
Yeah.
Then he came out here and said, well, this could be interesting. And then what is the upside? You don't know what the upside could be. And then you see someone who was in highlight, then broke away from it, like Bueno. So Bueno with a fantastic attitude, just like his father had. Just phenomenal.
Great demeanor.
Just a super positive influence back here. And now he got out of it, never thought that he'd be playing highlight, and he's back into it.
Yeah, that was one thing as a kid he talked about in a player interview. He's like, look, I've always wanted to grow up, and he would grow up playing catch in Miami highlight. He was talking about he'd just go on the court and throw by himself or maybe with a player or two. So, for him to have the ability, back in the day when he was a kid growing up, he's like, I'm never going to have the opportunity to play. So for him, it must be even more special to be out here and carry on, that family highlight legacy. And a great one at that.
Absolutely.
Doing a fine job.
Less than a minute to go till we begin game number 8. We are ready to begin our 8th game, a spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Game 8 closes out the Mighty Ocho for tonight. Serving in the red shirt of post 1 is Anderluck. Receiving in the blue of post 2 is Kubala. There's the serve. We begin game 8. Forehand rebote by Anderluck. Hooked rebote. Point 2. Here's the white shirt of post 3. Ben receives. Ben from the 9 line. Strong backhand. Rebote is coming out to the 5 line. Forehand rebote turned by Kubala to pass. Rebote left side by Ben. Oh, you're trying never to turn your back on the ball like that. Point 3. Green shirt to post 4. Douglas receives. Powerful throw by Douglas. Rebote forehand by Ben. 2 all. 2 score. Point 4.
Sign. In. Point
4. Black shirt to post fine. Carballo. Hard throw to the inside. That's a beautiful rebote by Carballo. Douglas, rebote, got away from him. 0.5. Here's post 6, Bueno. What a serve by Carballo, is going to score, crossing the sidewall perfectly. 0.5. Now receiving, pink shirt of post 7. Ikeda. Rebote forehand by Ikeda, catch by Carballo. 0.5. Five on the board with 3 points. Here's post 8, Ron. Forehand rebote missed, 0.8. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points through the end of the game. Here's post 1, Anderluck. Ball tipped off the serve, 0.8. Here's post 2, Kubala. Rebote left side, turn to the inside. Beautifully thrown by Ron to score, 0.8. Straight point, straight possible game point here for post 8, Ron. Trying to stop him, Ben. Excellent catch by Ben. Off a good serve by Ron. Powerful backhand follows. Scoop by Ben. Hard backhand over Ron's head. Catch by Ben. Ben putting a floater to the inside. That's going to score. Changeup working nicely for Ben. 0.3. Play continues. 3 on the board with 3 points. Here's post 4. This matchup has Ben serving to Douglas. Rebote forehand by Ben. He dug that out at the sidewall beautifully. Forehand rebote, swing and a miss, 0.4. Douglas with 3 points, serving to post 6. This matchup has Douglas serving to Bueno. Rebote 2-all with a soft touch. Bueno chases it down. 0.6. Here's post 7. Ikeda. Ball tipped. 0.6. 6 on the board with 4 points. Here's post 5, Carballo. Two all. Stopped by Carballo. Carballo maintains control. Good catch by Bueno behind the 12 line. Carballo's going to look for the rebote on the forehand. Lays it up. Bueno steps in at the 9 line. Back to the inside he goes. Big backhand clears the overhead screen. 0.5. Possible game point for the black shirt at post 5. Carballo trying to stop him. Post 1, Anderluck. It's a hard serve by Carballo. Sidearm carom does not open up. Carballo stops it on the forehand. What a catch by Anderluck. That was spectacular. Scoop by Anderluck. Hard backhand, caught in the air by Carballo. Rebote left side, he keeps it in play. Carballo takes it on the quick bounce. Back to the inside it goes. Here's Anderluck. Hard throw to the inside, scoop by Carballo. Rebote left side. Rebote forehand save by Anderluck. It winds up going Tejada up to the front wall where it scores. That was a very well played point by Anderluck and Carballo. Point to the 1. Play continues. In this matchup, Anderluck serves to Kubala, who returns in the blue at post 2. Anderluck forehand rebote. Kubala moves in, makes the catch at the 5 line. Goes deep. Rebote. Rebote to pass from the forehand of Anderluck. Anderluck again, midcourt. Hard to the inside, where it scores. 0.1. One on the board with 4 points, but returning with possible game point is the purple shirt at post 8, Ron. Catch by Anderluck. Hard to the inside he goes. Catch by Ron. Ron goes deep. Rebote comes to the middle of the court. Thrown hard by Anderluck to pass. Ron makes the rebote save. Here's Anderluck. Low and hard. Scoop attempt missed. 0.1. Possible game point for the red shirt at post 1, Anderluck. Trying to stop him. Post 3, Ben. What a catch by Ben off a blasted serve by Anderluck. Catch by Anderluck. Throw. Will score for the win. That is point and game to the red shirt of post 1, Anderluck. 1 wins it. 5 serves to 8. This is a playoff for second and third place. Ron low and hard to the inside. Carballo's there. Carballo goes deep. Rebote left side. There's the save. Carballo on the forehand. Hard throw to the inside. Ron from the left side. Reverse 2-all. Caught in the air by Carballo. Carballo with the changeup. Just soft enough to score. Point and place to post 5. 8 shows. Unofficial order finish 1-5-8. Your prices will be up in a moment. And your results are official for game number 8. Coming in first, post 1, Anderluck. Taking second, post 5, Carballo. Coming in third, post 8, Ron. 1-5-8 is the official order finished for our 8th game. A well-played 8th game. Looking forward to seeing what the 9th game has to bring.
Yeah, give Anderluck all the credit in the world, and you can really tell when he's playing well when he is winning these later games. You know, gets a couple of the the later early games, and he wins those. One of the favorites in those games expected to win, but if he can hang with these guys and play the way that he did, that was spectacular. Also
from year 1, the come from behind singles champion from our first year. The Mighty Ocho, 5-8-1-7-7. 4-2-1, 3 of 8 numbers, returning $11.20. Your Quinella, 1-5 or 5-1, $21.40. Trifecta, 1-5-8, $727.60. And 1 to win, returning $27.80.
All day, some of those wins.
That win price is a nice, especially on post 1.
$27.80.
That's an indication that more people are doing players than numbers, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah,
that's definitely interesting.
I think that's one of the things we noticed, that these later games tend to be more players, and some of the earlier games may be more numbers, but I think the people have done a pretty good job handicapping overall, because when we know that there's a pretty chalky result that comes in, the public is typically all over it with those low tries, Quinellas, exactas. They're pretty good. They watch and pay full attention. Give them all the credit.
Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is our 9th and final game, a spectacular 9 superfecta match, played at 9 points, points double after the first round of play. Post time for game number 9 is just 7 minutes away.
And what are the differences between these 7 and 9 point games? I got a video that will clear it up for you. Spectacular 9 scoring. Here's the video.
Spectacular 9 singles games are played with 8 players. Each player wears a different color jersey numbered 1 through 8 on the front. These numbers are traditionally referred to as post numbers. Post numbers are used to signify the order in which the athletes will play in a game. These numbers are also used for betting purposes. Don't be confused by the numbers on the back of our jerseys. Those are just for fun. Each game begins when the player in the post 1 red jersey serves to the player in the post 2 blue jersey. The served ball must land between the 4 and 7 lines marked on the court's side wall. If the ball lands between those lines, the serve is good and play continues until one of those 2 players wins that matchup. The player who loses the matchup exits the court and waits for his next turn at the end of the rotation. It's important to note that every game has 2 rounds. The first 7 matchups in a game make up round 1. Each matchup in round 1 is worth 1 point. Round 2 refers to all matchups that take place after the 7th and final matchup of round 1. The number of matchups in round 2 varies from game to game. And in round 2, each matchup is worth 2 points. The first player to earn 9 points wins the game.
Well, Stu, we got one last story to close it out for the night for you.
It's not so much a story. It's funny because you glance down, see what people are interested in talking about, and obviously, we're happy to talk about Magic City constantly. But it's interesting when you talk about comparing Magic City to anything else, because if you're going to compare apples to apples and you're going to talk about players, it's not fair to even the best of our players to compare them with anyone unless you saw them playing in their second or third year.
Right. Which you would never...
Which you would never have... Well, sorry, for the Spanish guys, you wouldn't have it. Or Spanish or French guys.
Yeah.
You would occasionally see videos.
Of their play.
But unless you saw guys that played amateur at Ocala or played amateur at Fort Pierce when we had amateur at Fort Pierce, or amateur at Orlando, much less North Miami, that's all you can compare to. And if you take 2 different models, for instance, guys with some amateur experience, that's what Calder did. Calder wanted people with amateur experience. Calder obviously invested a tremendous amount of money in their physical plant and took a different approach to that. And they had a separate set of problems. They had a separate... Now, they played a lot of games. But they also dealt with a lot of injury problems. They really did. So it was a different formula going there. This model has never been tried before. So, when we're talking about... We can't compare this to what Orlando Highlight looked like after Goico Urquiaga and these other guys left, you can't compare it. And also to the two-man sham in Orlando and in Ocala, rather, you can't compare it to that. Or when these places that really are only doing high life for the license, which is something that is definitely not the case here, because there's obviously you want to pay JR and I $25,000 a year to play a couple games and not invest in the rest of this?
Yes, dude, please.
Yeah, no. So it's really not it's not fair to compare this program to these players to any other players, or to the program to any other program, because there's no other model for this out there.
Right, and I think it's like in baseball, you'd be comparing like a AAA game to a major league level game. There's some guys in those AAA games that, of course, have a tremendous potential, will make it to the majors, will continue to get better. But there's some...
Or, no, Little League would be better. It'd be it's like comparing Little League and AAA or majors. It's because those kids
literally, it's literally their first
that amount of experience. Yes,
with
exactly.
The game. Even that baseball example, maybe even
and highlights particularly. The older you are, the harder highlight is to pick up. We've even seen that with these sport, guys here. Yeah. We got Douglas at picked it up at 19. Has now, of course, that's a bad example because he's got skills. He's got kind of these natural skills. And then, you look at someone, Jedden, with all of that. The main point to Jedden is how fiercely competitive he is. He wants to be the best. He puts in the hours. Ben also, putting in just tons of hours and tons of hours and tons of hours and tons of repetition. And you see these guys are players who are into their 30s and into their 40s. Yeah, the form is a little wonky, and the development is a little bit slower the older you get. Yeah,
but they work hard every day, and those football players in particular, you compare their level of discipline training to, highlight players back in the day, doesn't even compare. What they go through on a daily basis, their practices, it's unbelievable. Really something that I've never seen up close. It's crazy. Unbelievable the way the guys train and take it seriously, and it's awesome. Got one more for you tonight.
That's right.
Stay tuned.
We're ready to begin our 9th final game of the evening, a spectacular 9 superfecta match. Played 9 points. Points double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirt of post 1, Anderluck. Receiving in the blue of post 2, Ikeda. Anderluck serves. We begin our 9th game. Excellent catch by Anderluck. Goes deep. Rebote forehand. Keita makes the Rebote save on the right side. Catch by Anderluck. Almost. Point 2. Here's the white shirt of post 3. Bueno receives. Rebote left side. Just missed. Point 2. Now bring to the court the green shirt of post 4. Here's Douglas. Powerful backhand by Douglas. Rebote forehand by Ikeda. Scoop attempt, just missed, point 2. Ikeda now serves in this matchup to the black shirt of post 5, Kubala. Point 5. Yellow shirt of post 6, Ron receives. For Andrew Bote, we have a swing and a miss midcourt. Point 6. Our next matchup has Ron serving to the pink shirt of post 7, Carballo. Excellent catch by Carballo on the left side. Ron from the forehand. Outside placement stopped almost. He had his cest on it, just not his eye. Point 6. Ron with 2 points. Here now to complete the first round and receive the purple shirt of post 8 is Ben. Ben makes the catch on the forehand. Hard throw. Point 8. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are worth 2 points now through the end of the game. Here's post 1, Anderluck. Excellent serve by Ben's going to score. Point 8. 8 with 3 points, serving the returning 3 posts, Bueno. Rebote left side by Ben with a soft touch. Bueno on the run, got his cest on it. Holding. Holding on to the fence. Point 8. Ben has 5 points, but remember, 9 points are needed to win a superfecta match. Here's Douglas. Long carom by Douglas is going to score perfectly. Point 4. Receiving post 2, Ikeda. Catch by Douglas. There's the backhand. Low to the back wall, out to the rebote. Turned by the left side of Ikeda. Point 2. Ikeda has 5 points. He serves to the returning 5 post, Kubala. Chula scores. Point 5. Here's post 7. Carballo. Catch by Carballo. There's the backhand. Rebote left side. He gets it up to the front wall. Carballo with a hop makes the catch. Point 7. Carballo serves the returning 6 post in the yellow shirt. This matchup has Carballo serving to Ron. Excellent catch by Ron. Beautiful backhand. Rebote by Carballo. Hook to the pad. Point 6. Ron's on the board with 4 points. Receiving. The red shirt at post 1, Anderluck. Strong forehand rebote by Anderluck. Good catch by Ron. To the inside he goes, where it scores. Point 6. 6 on the board with 6 points, but remember, 9 points needed to win a superfecta game. This matchup has Ron serving to Bueno in the white of post 3. Catch by Bueno. Bueno winds up. It's a 2-all.
No.
Lands out of play. Point 6. Possible game point for post 6. Ron. Trying to stop him is Ben. Big backhand by Ben. Ron on the run. Ron, forehand rebote. Caught in the air by Ben. Backhand by Ben. Rebote comes to the 8 line. Ron makes the save. Scoop attempt missed. Point and game to the yellow shirt of post 6. Ron. 6 wins it. 5 takes the quad. 2 serves to 8. This is for second and third place. Ball tipped off the scoop attempt. Point and place to post 8, 2 shows. Unofficial order of finish, 6-8-2-5.
Good job.
And we'll have your prices in just a moment. Results from Game 9 are official. Coming in first, post 6, Ron taking second, post 8, Ben. Coming in third, post 2, Ikeda taking the quad, post 5, Kubala. 6-8-2-5 is the official order of finish for game number 9. And there are your prices from tonight's last game. The $1 Quinella, 6-8. That's first and second, any order, 6-8 or 8-6. $74.20. The trifecta, 6-8-2. First, second, and third place finishing. $813.20. And the super, 10-cent super, 6-8-2-5, $263.58.
Love those Saturdays at Jai-Alai, Stu.
Oh, I think they're great.
Yeah.
JR just commented it was not a quite... No, is it a full moon tonight? Do you follow that stuff?
I'm not into that.
If it's not a full moon... Now, when I did psychiatric intake in the emergency room down at what's now known as Jackson South, which used to be Deering Hospital, that is one thing we would check, literally, at the beginning of the shift. So I worked 3 p.m. to 11:30 a.m.
Yeah.
11:30 p.m., 3:30 p.m. to 3 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. It was a full moon. Anyone who's ever worked in an emergency room will let you know that it's definitely bizarre.
Yeah.
And the way the guys were behaving tonight, it's, yeah.
We'll walk outside. We'll see. Maybe
it's just a weird, well, it's South Florida, so there's usually clouds out. You can't tell.
Yeah.
Look at the full moon, half blocked by a cloud. Can't see
gone.
it. But we are back tomorrow, right?
Yep.
Are you coming back? You gonna come back?
I'll be in. About 11:50. We're coming in. Right when we go on air.
As I'm turning around,
strolling in at
Andrew?
11:50.
Is Andrew here somewhere? Has anybody seen Andrew? And that, ladies and gentlemen, will do it for this Saturday evening performance of Live Jai-Alai in the Magic City on the Jai-Alai Channel. We're glad that you chose to join us this evening and invite you to join us again tomorrow when we'll play 9 more action-packed games to close out this week of Jai-Alai at 12 p.m. As I always say, it should be 2 p.m., but we're scheduled to play at 12 p.m. on Sunday. We sure hope that you enjoyed night's Jai-Alai action at Magic City, please like and subscribe to the Jai-Alai channel and let us know your thoughts and any questions you might have in the live chat. On behalf of the players, staff, and management of Magic City Jai-Alai, we thank you for joining us today and hope you'll join us again at 12 p.m. tomorrow when we'll finish out this week of Jai-Alai. So goodbye until we can see you back here at Magic City Jai-Alai. Thanks for joining us.